What's that called anyway? Catch a turn. Saber dance, yeah. And so we get done with the last show of the circus, and I passed out blank manuscript paper to everybody in the band, and we got through playing saber dance, and everybody in the band stood up and tore the paper, and the guy thought we were tearing his music apart, and he was just freaking out. Welcome to the final concert for this semester's live streaming virtual Jazz Week. My name is Bill Yeager, and I am the Director of Jazz Studies. This will be the 72nd version of Jazz Week at SDSU. Jazz Week will finish tonight and will feature Jazz Ensemble number 1. It will perform 2 sets. The first will be this semester's student jazz compositions directed by Karl Soukup. The second set will feature Jazz Ensemble 1 conducted by myself. I'd like to thank our Director of the School of Music and Dance, Dr. Kevin Delgado, and PSFA Dean Peggy Shannon for making the funding and support for this week possible. This will also mark the first recordings done in our new state-of-the-art recording studio. I'd like to thank Nick Chevietz and David Smith for engineering the audio, Louis Valenzuela from Electric Louis Land will be handling the live streaming and video. Louis has also recently been hired as SDSU's jazz guitar instructor after completing his Master of Music degree in Jazz Studies at San Diego State. Before we were allowed to rehearse indoors, we were very fortunate to have access to SDSU's open-air theater stage. A special thanks to Aaron Woods and his OAT crew for making this possible. I'd also like to thank Tim Nunnick for his help in getting all the equipment moved in and out of the OAT. Michaela Nasello and Mitchell Ridgeway were very helpful in the logistics and publicity for this event. And thanks to all of you for tuning in to our jazz concerts. This has been a very challenging semester, and I'm sure that the high level of achievement of each of our groups has been self-evident. Everyone has gone that extra mile that has made this a very rewarding semester. Without further ado, let me introduce Karl Soukup in the student jazz compositions.
PBP. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. right. That was a chart called BBP by Angelo Cueto, sitting right over here. Very nice. Big, beautiful porcupine, I think, is what that means. I just want to say I'm really proud of all the composition students this semester. One of the main goals of the jazz department here at SDSU is for students to find their own voice as improvisers and certainly as composers. And I can hear the students' personality in the charts here, and I hope you see that they're all very unique. So it's a real challenge to write a big band chart. I know you guys all agree. I don't know if you'll agree that it's worth the challenge, but it certainly is a learning experience, and I want to thank the band for participating in that very helpful procedure for the students to hear their music played by human beings and to get instant feedback, sometimes very critical feedback about their charts, but very good. It's a very nice learning experience. So we're going to continue with another chart. This one is by Adrian Magana, HF, etc. Here for a good time, not a long time, is what it stands for. Okay, Adrian. Christopher Holliday, by the way, on those last two charts as the soloist. Now we will have a tune, another swinger by Lionel Beltran, who happens to be sitting back here. It's called Do You Have the Time? This one will feature two soloists, Hindi, Bear at the piano, and Christopher Holliday again on the tenor sax. One, two, three, four. Lionel Beltran, do you have the time? 7:19, by the way. Ice 9 is the next tune. This is by Nathaniel Bomar. And it will feature Christopher Holiday on the tenor sax. It's the Christopher Holiday show.
Yeah.
One, two, 3, Ice 9 by Nathaniel Bomar, Christopher Holiday on the sax there. Now we have one by our very own drummer, David Sullivan. This is called Archie's Bounce. Archie's your dog, is that right?
Yes.
Archie's Bounce. It's another swinging tune here. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Archie's Bounce by David Sullivan. Solo by Charlie Arbelaez on the alto sax. Oh, and a solo by David. That wasn't a strategy to write less music, was it? No. Okay.
Why would I ever do that?
Okay, we have one more chart here, one more student chart before we bring on Bill and the other prepared selections for the evening. And we're going to go straight through with no intermission here. This one is by Gabriel Grijalva. It is called The Ten of Coins. It's an Afro-Cuban piece, and it will feature Rudy Marquez on the guitar. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you very much, Bill, for letting me borrow the band. Before we bring Bill on here, actually, I need to say something. I know Bill doesn't want me to say something, but I'm going to do it anyway. Bill has been the director of the Jazz Studies program at SDSU for 36 years, since 1985. How many of you were not born until after 1985? Look at that. Most of the room here. Bill, I can't even begin to tell you how much you've affected my life, and certainly everyone you've come in contact with at SDSU, and that's hundreds, probably thousands of students just here. Not to mention the LA Jazz Workshop, the years you were there, the dozens of bands that you directed there. You've made all the difference in my life as a musician, and we will miss your presence for sure, right? And, I'm humbled at the opportunity to try to fill your shoes, and I'm just going to do my best. And I've learned everything from you and from Rick Helzer, and I'm just trying to pass it on. So here's Bill.
I'm all choked up now. Here, let me give these back to you. Well, thanks, Karl. First chart we're going to do, the Mayans were wrong. I guess that has to do with the Mayan calendar ending and them thinking that was the end of the world. So, and this features the tremendous saxophone duo of Christopher Holliday and Charlie Arbelaez. The Mayans were wrong by a good friend of mine that teaches at the University of Oregon, Steve Owen. Okay. 6 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Christopher and Charlie, yeah, the dynamic duo. Yeah, guys. We're going to do a piece originally written by Herbie Hancock, the great jazz pianist. This is arranged for us by Mike Conrad. The 6 charts that we're doing, I have a dear friend, Gene Aiken, who has an international publishing company. And the charts that these are absolutely the newest charts out on the market and are from all different countries all over the world. And it's kind of exciting that American jazz is now become more of a world music, and it's being played everywhere. So this is entitled Driftin'. Hindi Bar on the piano, Charlie Arbelaez on the soprano sax this time, and Rudy Marquez on the guitar. This is Driftin'. 1, 2, 1, 2. The next piece we have for you is written by Alan Ferber. It's entitled "The Compass," and I like to look at it as a hybrid chart because it's jazz, but it's largely classical compositional techniques combined with jazz. He's written a number of charts that are just really interesting stuff. Christopher Holliday on the tenor sax, Rudy Marquez on the guitar, and Kevin Esposito on the trombone. This is "The Compass." Boy, you're quick. All right? All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, gotta do that. Well, we don't have programs, so I'd like to introduce everybody in the band. And Mr. Electric Louie is going to be putting everybody as I introduce. And we're going to start with the baritone saxophone, Michelle Maynard. Yeah. Next to her is Richard Aubert on tenor sax. All right. Our illustrious lead alto, just finishing his master's degree with us. Actually has his oral exams Wednesday. And he comes to us via the United States Marine Corps. And Charlie Arbelaez. Yeah, you've already heard him. We get some more. Yeah. Our other alto, how are we doing here? Jabari Hutchins. Yeah. It's been such an interesting semester. Ensembles at San Diego State, everyone had a option of being able to play live or not, and not come to campus. And so I've had some holes to fill. And to have people that are approved to be on campus, the easiest thing to do was to use faculty. And so on tenor saxophone, our jazz saxophone instructor, and also last year's outstanding alumnus of the year from San Diego State. He got his master's degree here. And he's really a very well-known saxophonist across the United States, Christopher Holliday. Yeah. All right, so over on the trombones now, from right to left, we have Alec Tandib. All right, next to him is our lead trombone player, Kevin Esposito. You just heard him solo. Now, Kevin played in my Los Angeles Jazz Workshop Band. We were figuring out between 1978 and 1980. He played those years. He's an old guy, and we've remained friends over all these. How many years is that? That's over 40 years. Yeah. You heard his chart earlier today. On trombone, Adrian Magana. And on bass trombone, the same situation that we have with Christopher. We brought back Dr. Charles Friedrichs. Actually, I'll say it too. Charles has been a real influential, and he has such a positive attitude towards life that it's infectious to all the members of the band. And first met Charles in 1985 here at San Diego State, where he was in the band office. He was a co-director of bands. He was doing the marching bands and the concert bands and Wind Symphony. Then he moved more into the music education and was worked very closely with Nan McDonald for years. Finally ended up being the director of the School of Music and Dance at San Diego State and did a wonderful job. And I consider him a good friend, Dr. Charles Friedrichs. Yeah. Okay, trumpets. Try not to get too long-winded here. We have Felix Gonzalez on the trumpet. Yeah. Next to Felix, we have the son of a former member of this band and a former member of the LA Jazz Workshop. That's Jordan Beck. Makes me feel old. I got all these guys' kids. Just an inspiring lead trumpet player, to say the very least. He's getting his master's degree with us. Billy Edwall. Yeah. And let's see, the last few years, Michelle's brother has been playing saxophone in this band. And on trumpet, Michelle Hu, just wonderful musician. All right, so let me cut over to the rhythm section now. And we have two graduate students right here. Hindi Bar on piano and Rudy Marquez are both graduate students. And first year graduate students, so you have one more year. We're fortunate, at least one more year. Yeah, maybe more. Our drummer, who, I don't know, over the years, we've really developed an empathy. And what I just love about David is he can read my mind now. He knows what I want, where to put it, quicker than I can even say it. And so David Sullivan, you heard his chart too today. Really a really great chart. So we have another Beck brother, all right? And another son of Jeff Beck, who played trumpet in this band for quite a while. And I'd say this, I just thought of this just a bit ago. Brendan Beck is the first freshman to ever play bass in this band. So that's a feather in his cap, and he's a great player, and he's a great guy. Both the Beck brothers sing. I know Jordan plays drums also, and Brendan plays trumpet too, quite well. So, yeah. So let's just keep the Becks. Just keep the kids coming, okay? And last but certainly not least is my student assistant, who's just been just a joy to work with. If you tuned in on Wednesday night, he was the conductor of Combo 4. He's a great drummer. He's a great vibraphonist. He's been just so much help to me, especially we've made this transition from blackboard to canvas, and Chris's his technological skills are just as strong as his musical skills. This is Chris Potante on vibes. All right. Really great saxophonist, Bob Mintzer. And this is a piece written by, I believe he's from Sweden, Lars Jonsson, probably Jansson. And this is a cup of Mintzer tea, and it features Chris Potante on the vibraphone, Charlie Arbelays on the alto saxophone, and David Sullivan on the drums. So a cup of Mintzer tea. two more for you. This next one is an original by Matt Amy, and it's entitled A New Look. Features Christopher Holliday on the tenor, Rudy Marquez on the guitar, and Dave again on the drums. A New Look. Okay. One. Oh, I'm sorry. You got it? Okay, we're good to go. Two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got some anchovies on that one. Yeah, we got one more for you. This is from a Japanese writer, Masaru Uchibori, and it's probably the most straight ahead thing that we're playing. But the Japanese really love American jazz. Matter of fact, I believe Japan is the largest buyer of jazz of any country in the world. So we've got a whole host of people on this one. Hindi Bar on piano, Chris Potente on vibes, Christopher Holliday on tenor sax, Rudy Marquez on guitar, Charlie Arbelaze on alto sax, Brendan Beck on bass, and Dave Sullivan on drums. This is Traffic Light Blues. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much for tuning in to Electric Louis Land in San Diego State University. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Can I get all the folders and put all your music?
Just a smile will hold me over, soft, sweet, and delicate. Truly intricate design. Got my heart set on divine. Finding time to unwind. Relax while the sun sets. Bring stars from the eyes and throw them to the skies. Next, set the music low. Only with smooth tones are overloaded. Grab control of us at home. So cut the phones. Just you and me until we meet eternity. So desperately, I need you comfortably next to me. So secure and evidently you feel the same about me. So let it be.
My heart beats to bass lines and hi-hats, covering ballads. My life is a solo in a jive, symphonic funk, array tonal melodies and open tone vibrations. My story is intertwined in each line with each note. I walk with the beat down dim streets, distant horns honking, footsteps 2, 3, 4. The trumpet blows, the bones throw, the brass blasts, the streetlights hum and buzz. Sway as winds gust and die, leaves fluttering like flutes. A soft rustle, branches scrape back and forth like brushes against a snare, and the night sky cracks and roars, a thunderous riot of trombone. The song rains down in a storm of hypnotic mischief. My heart beats to bass lines and hi-hats, covering ballads. My blood pumps to thumps and slaps. The world is a song, the infinite song, a sweet and sour sax, rolling away. It's life in E. A twang steel string guitar tells my story. 12 bars of blue tone, feet tapping, slapping the concrete, keeping time on the street, strumming up a wondrous something. And the interludes of attitude and melancholy melodies and chipper chimes contrast like salty sweet. Horn line meets bass line, a love supreme, a love supreme. Love supreme. So listen close to the song being sung by the wind and what it carries, how it reaches us all. I hear it clear and unfettered on cool, peaceful mornings, rich, full of life. Kaboom, bap, tss, tss. A jive symphonic funk with off-tone melodies and open-tone vibrations. It's life.